Yo, what's good, everybody? What's good, man? This is your boy Dirty Low. Welcome to the Raider Nation Fast Show. We're back, baby. It's 4th of July edition, man. We got Gravy in the back, man. Thank you guys for pulling up. Happy 4th of July to everybody, man. I haven't done one of these shows in a minute, so thank you guys for pulling up. Yeah, man, it's 4th of July. Happy 4th, and also happy birthday, late birthday. God rest his soul, RIP, however you guys want to say Rest in black, however you want to say it. Al Davis, happy birthday to him. Shout out to everybody in the chat. I'm going to get to that right now. I'm going to pull Gravy back up, man. But remember, it's holiday weekend, man, or a holiday week. It's just this whole holiday has been kind of screwy, man. It's kind of crazy, man. But we all, like normal, we all get through it. So today everyone's probably barbecuing, chilling. I've seen a lot of people working. So make sure, you guys send some prayers up for those people that are working. Also, shout out to all the troops that are overseas that are serving, doing any kind of deployment, even the ones that are here at home, taking care of the soldiers here at home, man. This is one of the days for you, us, everybody. I don't want to get too political. We'll talk about that shit tomorrow night about the whole 4th of July thing. But right now, we're going to talk some ball and have some good positive vibe moving forward, man. But like I was saying, tonight, I know you crazy fuckers out there, my Raider Nation family and all, but all my other friends and family, y'all going to be drinking. Please don't drink and drive. Please don't. You know what I mean? Figure it out. Do whatever you got to do, but make sure you guys get home safe, this weekend to continue the rest of the week, man. And also be thankful what you do got, what you don't got, man. Let's get into it. Gravy, what's good, man? Salute to you. Happy 4th of July, brother.
Happy 4th of July, Dirty Low. Pleasure being on your show this holiday.
Thank you, brother. Thank you. Yeah, it wasn't gonna happen, but fuck it. You know what we do. I'm gonna shout out to the chat real quick. StreamYard, thank you for pulling up. Michael Guerrero. Hey, Mike, if you're not doing shit, Mike, pull up, fucker. We ain't doing nothing. We'll just be talking. NorCal, salute, man. Happy 4th of July, man. Everybody, this is pre-noted. Happy 4th of July. It's already right here on the bottom. You know what I'm saying? 4th of July. COD Mob, what's up, man? Alex, what's good, man? Hopefully you guys are having a good 4th of July. Chile, was good. JB, salute. Sean Johnson, what's going on, man? Sean, we got to get together very, very soon, man. I'm going to need some of that good stuff coming up because we're going to be talking a lot of ball coming up very, very shortly. NorCal, everyone's showing love to everybody. All right, there's not a lot of people in here. Well, let's go. It doesn't matter. We're going to keep it going. Shouting out everybody in the building. Like you said, brother, 13 more days until a long-term deal done with. See, that's the shit that I like to see. 13 days to get to a long-term deal with Josh Jacobs. See, that's positivity. I like that shit. Kind of.
Keep your fingers crossed. Crossed.
Shit. Thanks for man. Hey, you know what? Hey, we're gonna talk about that shit on a different topic. Not today, man. But thank you. I do appreciate that. Making babies cry, making dogs hide, and making grandmas have flashbacks to 1976, motherfuckers. Yep, there you go. Talking mad shit, brother. That's that military shit right there. If you know, you know. If you don't, you don't. The new Gravy's logo. Yes, Gravy hasn't even noticed it on the screen because
my God,
he has his logo. If you guys go back to my old show, me and Gravy were going back and forth because I helped local Valley person out that, you know what I mean, that I've been to a shop a couple times, bought a couple pairs of shoes. So got to go back and check that shit out later.
Couple of times,
check that shit out, bro. But Gravy
Couple of
logo,
times,
make sure you guys get your beard oil too, man. If you don't like America, don't let the door hit you with a good Lord Split. Yep. Fucking J-Dub. Salute, man. Hopefully you're having a good one.
I got a picture.
What's up, bro? Hopefully you're having a good one, brother. Hopefully you're having a good night. Bugsy, what's good, man? Salute, brother. Hope you're having a good day, bro. So far, I mean, barely noon, so you know everything's gonna start popping off about 7, 8 tonight. You know, hopefully the bellies are full before all the fireworks start going on and shit like that. What do you got planned for tonight, brother?
After this, we're gonna start barbecuing right now a little bit. Just me and my wife. The little one's taking off, and everybody else is taking off. So just me and her.
There you go. Shit, but see, Gravy's making it sound kind of bad. Where he lives at, like they block off the streets, and there's fireworks all the ways up and down. So all they have to do is go outside with their plate, or you know what I'm saying, with his cigar, just enjoy. You know what I mean? That's kind of like what we do. Like it's crazy. Like every 4th of July is a little. This is like the last 3 years have been real different, obviously because the whole crap that happened. But usually it's like an unofficial family reunion on the Lopez side. You know what I'm saying? On my dad's side of the family. But this year it's like we're kind of all getting together a little bit. The family that is here, so we're just gonna touch bases real quick, and I'm gonna do fireworks and singers. It's gonna be nice. It's gonna be nice, man. It's gonna be nice. Yeah, man. So like I said, let's get back to it, man. Raider Nation football, man. It's been a long time. We haven't really talked about anything. There hasn't really been nothing to talk about, bro. Like, to be honest with you, everyone's just pulling shit out of the air. You know what I mean? The biggest topic that I'm like really kind of want to focus on is this whole Josh Jacobs. You know, everyone's saying that, you know, he's not going to sign and he's going to hold out. There's reports and this, that, and the third, man. How do you feel about it, Gravy? Let's rush it. Well, let me ask
me and you.
What do you feel about the report of them saying that he's going to hold out? That's the question that I'm asking.
If he is thinking that or getting advised that, I think that he's making a big mistake. You know, you can't come off and just not play. You're not going to get paid anything. You know, if you want to get paid, you're not going to get paid anything. But I understand why Ziegler is probably pushing back towards how much he wants to get paid, because you know there's guys that get paid super money, you know, like the Henrys and all them, bro. They show repetitions of being the repetitions of being the best running back in the league. You know what I mean? 1, 2, or 3. You know, Josh is a very good running back. You know, he was the best last year. But
what was the award?
They just say,
didn't he get an award too this year?
Oh, probably. He should have got several awards. You know.
Yeah,
I think so. But I understand that they're pushed back and said, "Hey, are you 14, 15 million? We think he is, but as a business, you got somebody that's gonna, you know, can possibly get injured at any time, just like any other player. But the risk is there more. You see what I mean? A running back gets hit the most, besides the lineman, but pounding, a full-blown pounding from everybody on the field than any other player. And they deserve a lot of money. It's the ones that are good. So for him, I understand his gripe, and I understand what Ziegler's talking about too. You know, don't pay the guy peanuts of he's the best running back. He deserved it. You know what I mean? And he's deserved it since he's been in the league, because he's been rushing almost from year to year 1,000 yards. That's a damn good running back right there, bro. That's consistency. He has the consistency, but the consistency to be the top dog, to get paid that top dog money, you just don't get that type money in 1 year.
Right.
You see what I mean? Yeah.
No, but see,
If
I
you're
mean,
Derrick Henry, go
right.
ahead.
But see, the like Tennessee Titans was a run centric team, right? And I think even with them not giving the 50-year option because the way McDaniels wants to run this offense and the way he has it set up right now is like it's not going to be a lot of running. What was happening last year, I'm thinking, I was just as you were talking, I was just thinking about it, like, man, maybe what if these guys were actually like trying to be like this? We don't want to give him the 50-year option because we don't want to pay him a lot of money because we're not going to be a run-centered team. You know what I mean? And I know a lot of people were sitting here talking about it last year, like, oh, Josh McDaniels is finally figuring out that this is a run-first team and giving the ball to Josh Jacobs, and that's how we're winning. But actually, we weren't winning. So I don't think they want to pay him for two reasons. One, they don't want him to be the dominant player in the fucking backfield. I mean, he's going to be the number one running back, but he's not going to be the Josh Jacobs offense. You know what I mean? So Josh Jacobs money that he wants, like a McCaffrey, like a Derrick Henry. McCaffrey's all over the place. Like McCaffrey catches the ball, lines of receiver, fucking blocks, runs like crazy. You know what I mean? Josh Jacobs just runs and blocks. You know what I mean? He's not very good at the backfield. I'm not saying he's not that, but that's not what he's used for. You know what I mean? He's not a gadget player. He's a running back. You know what I mean? So it's like, and to where Derrick Henry is almost basically like the center focus of the fucking offense. You know what I mean? So for them not giving him that and not wanting to give him the money because they're not going to utilize him that much, you know what I'm saying? So that's where I'm kind of like, where I see it is kind of like they don't want to give him it because for one, that's just one of the reasons, because it's not Josh Jacobs ball first kind of guy. He wants ball first money, where he's just going to be a role player in this offense. I'm not degrading him on him being what he is in this offense. You see what I'm saying? So they want to pay him accordingly for what they need him for.
Yeah, but you don't get paid how you feel.
No. I say they get paid.
You don't get paid.
Right. So like, say this is
the thing. They get paid for what they produce.
Right.
What they produce, they get paid.
Right. I'm gonna pay my managers a little bit more, my shift leaders a little bit more. You know what I mean? Until people build up. That's just what it is. It's just where you fit in the business scheme of it. We can't put that much money in the backfield. Why? You know what I mean? Because we might need it for the secondary. You know what I mean? Because people go down, linemen. You know what I mean? We need that extra money. I'm just saying. And plus, we don't got it. That's the biggest fucking thing that everybody's sitting here not realizing, that we don't got the fucking bread to give it to them.
I think we have the 10-1, but
we got the 10. It's there.
But we just need to work out something.
Yeah. But that's what I'm trying to get at, bro.
You know when people, this is what frustrates me, though, is that people were saying that, hey, Josh Jacobs, McDaniels is just seeing that this run game and all that. Nah, he knew what Josh Jacobs should do. He tried to move the offense in a direction where to in the beginning of the season. And it ain't like, oh, I found Josh Jacobs now in the third game and then he explodes. He knew that. We're saying that Josh McDaniels is stupid. You know, you're saying that Josh McDaniels is stupid and he's a bad coach. Go try it out. Go try that out, what he's doing.
Right. I understand that.
What I mean? He knew that Josh Jacobs could do something. But what they did in their other regime where they were at, bro, is that, okay, you had your Josh Jacobs, right? Your ground and pound guy. Mm-hmm. Then you had your pass catching guy. Then you had the guy bring in all those things, but he's a better pass blocker. You know what I mean? And then that's why they say a running back by committee, but they're not running the football. Mm-mm. You know, running the football is Josh Jacobs. And so if you got a bell hound guy, a guy like Josh Jacobs, you need him in that offense. Because the offense is you throw for show and you score, you win the game running the football. You know, you get yards throwing the ball all over the fucking place, but you win when you run the football. And that's the type of guy you need.
Right,
only
but so, like,
4 of them.
for example, when they had LeGarrette Blunt, right? Saying the Patriots, when McDaniels and they were doing that, you know what I mean? He was only meant for short yardage shit. And that's what his offense. So that's what I'm trying to say. That's what I think. This is more along the lines of short yardage shit. But you know what I mean? Josh Jacobs is, fucking who Josh Jacobs is, and he makes it more.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So it's like that's why he wants more, because he is outperforming of what they need. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, that's where you have to like almost.
It's the consistency of doing it, bro. It's a consistency. Can you do it again?
Correct.
Can you do?
Yeah, can you do it again? And they didn't believe in him. That's why they gave him that. But they do say that we believe in you and give you that solid $10 million.
Mm-hmm.
We still believe in you.
That should be enough.
Right. That should be enough. Like, that should be enough for you to say, look, all right. But see, he knows too. He knows that the next year, the money's going to be there. They can do whatever they want. But if they want to keep him, you know what I'm saying? I think it's great. But check this out. So, John's saying like this. Shout out, John. Hopefully you're having a good day, bro. And if he does sign the franchise tag, do we still want him knowing he's going to be disgruntled? Fuck yeah. You know why? Because he's going to run and fucking down our throat so he can get the bag somewhere else. And guess what? That's going to put points up on the board for us.
Well, the thing with that, too, is that if he signs that tag, then you could trade him and then get what we could get something for him. We probably could get a number 1 pick for him.
But
it has to be a number 1
don't
pick.
do that. Don't do that.
Well, if he doesn't want to be there because of money, bro, then that means that's not the type attitude player that I want on the team. Those guys aren't going to pay guys like that.
I know.
They're not going to pay guys that sit there and want the bag and don't produce and then say, well, all right, I'm going to go somewhere else, but I love the Raiders. We're going to be in the same situation with our other guy that we got out there. But I don't want to do that. And then you made $275 million and you're talking shit about the team that did that to you. So the best thing to do is keep them. I don't know. It sounds like easy to say, but it's a business. You know what I mean? Are you worth this money that you're getting paid, and are you going to keep producing like you did this last couple of years you've been doing? Are you the top dog? So he has to repetitionally do that, and you'll get the bag. They'll say, oh, Josh Jacobs he was the best rusher in the league, so now you deserve $14, $15, $16 million with Derrick Henry. Nah, bro, Derrick Henry's consistently done it 3-4 years in a row.
Yeah, but
Nick Chubb, Nick top 3 rushers in the league for the last 3 years or whatever.
Right.
And I'm comparing Jacobs to Chubb. You should get paid what Chubb gets, because they're the same type deal a little bit.
But see, the thing is, though, like, what is Chubb getting right now?
I think around 14, somewhere around
14?
there.
Okay. Hey, shit, man. 4th of July surprise. We got motherfucker Ready Gabe in the building. What up?
Cracking.
Shit, chilling, brother, chilling. How you doing this morning? This afternoon.
Chilling.
Sure.
Chilling in a noontime show with Dirty Low. Show with Dirty Low.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So we're talking
about 2 G's in the house.
No
2
shit.
G's in the house. One more to pop up.
So I can leave 3rd G and I can just be the sound guy.
The Baldies are gonna get ready to come in here. The bald G's, bro.
Ball crew. Y'all stupid. Anyways,
the Warriors, man. The Warriors, Baldies.
Yes,
y'all got beards and bald and shit, and I'm fucking hair and no beard. It's the reverse.
Hey, I see the picture of you with the beard too, dog.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, when did you grow that, bro?
Oh shit! Let me see this. I'll fucking present it, dog. I'm gonna show this shit. I don't give
Everybody
a fuck.
Hold your break. Everybody hold your coffee, hold your drink, hold your beers, because you're about ready to see some a beautiful, handsome-looking man right now.
You're gonna see some fucked up shit, bro. This is so fucked up. Hold on, let me see.
Tell me this dude come pimp up my beard or if he look like this.
Hold on, I'll show you right now.
That was a good
one. Gave me the intro, bro. I gave you the intro.
What's up, Holly? What's up, Mike? What's up, NorCal?
Seen
JD,
Holly
what's up,
show
man?
today. Holly had a show. Dude.
Oh, yeah.
Good for her.
Been fucking up all morning, just fucking going grabbing stuff and stuff like that. Just gotta,
Did you go grab some stuff too?
yeah, like, well, with stuff to get on the grill and stuff like that later. Going to my bro's pad later on, so we got.
Yeah. Oh shit. I'm sorry. That was something different. My bad. I'm sorry.
Oh shit!
Was that the BP? Grimace BP?
Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's. Shout out to fucking Auntie, dog. Shout out to fucking Auntie Six. That's not it. Let me show
Pictures
you.
on a mission.
Fucking Auntie, dog.
Speaking of butt plugs, put that picture that gave.
I gotta put it up. But speaking of butt plugs, this is a fuck you guys, man. So this is what happens with fucking filters, bro.
Look at this guy. Look at
Fucking DJ Khaled looking ass, gray hair. I've sold you a used car. Hey man, if
See,
you
Holly
Touch
already,
my
Holly
shirt.
already likes you, dude. The first response is from a female. She says, like, ladies man, look at that. See?
I look like the most interesting fucking wetback from California.
Dos Equis, fucking, yeah, you should be a sponsor. You should have Dos Equis as your sponsor, dog.
Miller High Life. And then- fucking Miller, not Dos Equis. Get the fuck out of here, y'all motherfuckers. Are stupid. Get out of here. Anyway, Fucking-
It was funny last night.
it was funny right now too. Shit, motherfuckers are fucking talking mad shit right now, bro.
It was funnier last night. Let's go back to Jacob. See what Gabe
Go
thinks.
back to
See
James,
what
go.
Gabe thinks.
Sorry, I missed everybody. I see
Stop.
Willie and We the People. Hold on, NorCal. Holly's in the building, man. Y'all motherfuckers, you guys are just dying over here right now. Hey, he said thanks for Mayor of Kingston. I gotta start watching that shit.
Oh yeah, it's a good show, dog.
Yeah,
It's pretty cool.
Okay,
With
back,
that-
Oh, Mayor Kingston? Hell yeah.
We the
Hell
People
yeah.
said that. Well, his argument was that not argument, but statement was that Josh Jacobs, you know what I mean, should get the money. Well, he was basically saying he should get paid because he's had 3 1,000-yard seasons, and I was saying basically they're only paying him for what they need him for. You know what I'm saying? Well, you're good. And then Gravy's basically saying that he should get what Nick Chubb is getting, basically the 14 that he wants. Is it all right? Did it work? Did it break?
We don't
Mike-
know. We don't know exactly what the number is, but
It's good.
you know the trollism, the trollism of Josh Jacobs is bad, bro. He's a real big troll. So it's he could say a number and then he'll cry at it, or you say another number, then he'll laugh. And it's just weird with the way he is, but I'm pretty sure he has his own figure, and then Ziegler's gonna say, "Well, we pay you. You gotta better." They just don't want to get shaft, bro. They don't want to get the shaft.
Yep.
They don't want to be like the situation. They don't want to be in the situation that Dallas is in with Ezekiel Elliott, guys sitting around. They're paying fucking almost $18 million for him, $16 million for him.
Yeah, they killed him for that too. They killed him for that.
Mhm.
I mean, it was okay for like the first year, but then after that, it was just like, downhill, and it was just like, damn. And that was the kind of like the last big contract that was kind of like left everybody like, damn, like this is why running backs, have that stigma against them. You know what I mean? That they get used up, and then they're like, you know what I mean? And then they got what's his name? Who's that guy? I forgot his name. The other running back that they just
Pollard.
they just
Pollard.
Pollard.
yeah, Pollard. They just see how they were able to, like the running backs are able to come, because nobody really expected that much from Pollard. You know what I mean? So it's like when he started, breaking into his own, you know what I mean, in his own lane and stuff like that. It's like then you got that contract, that they gave Ezekiel Elliott is just every year it started to look more and more, it just looked like a bad contract, dog. And it's that's the one reason why, and that's the type of things that owners could point at. You know, like look, you see, look at 300. He carried the ball 300 and something times, and then look at what he did the next year. You know what I mean? And it's just like that's why it's hard to like fucking actually like.
Josh carried it around 370 times last year. That's
Yeah,
a lot.
exactly. That's a lot of carries, bro.
That's a lot.
You better have a
Well,
fucking 1,200 yards. You better have 12. It's so easy to get 1,000 yards now in the NFL.
I
bro.
was just about to say that shit too. It's so
You
easy
know,
to get
it's
1,000
so
yards
easy.
now because the extension of games. That's why the numbers are going up. And you know what I mean? Yeah. So that's why a lot of these numbers are getting broken too. So a lot of people don't, fathom that. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that these guys aren't fucking amazing and the game's changing, but you know what I mean? But still though, more games, more touches, more yards. It's just fucking easy math, bro.
Yeah.
You know, what do you expect?
And I think,
Go ahead.
I think Josh, he overdid himself with those extra 2 games. You know, he did more than he did more than 2 games of running. You know what I mean? Because basically for 3 games, he was not existent in the beginning of the season. Jack,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he made up
I
for
was
that.
present.
It still had what? 15, 1,600?
I was present for 2 of those fucking games. Oh god.
So he made up for it, and then he had a good season, bro. He deserves it. He deserves his money. I seen that Nick Chubb is making 11 to 12. I don't know. I doubt. I think it's more, but
I thought it was like 14, but I
Yeah.
could be wrong. I know what's his name making like
He's
16 this year. McCaffrey's making like 16.
Yeah, but see-
Chubb runs that team.
So, but even if they had that, even Jimmy G was a cheaper guy. You know what I mean? Which he's hit with us now. You know what I'm saying? What I'm fucking thankful for. But regardless of whatever, fuck the injuries. He's our quarterback. But over there, like he's the only offense. Debo's under a fucking cheap ass contract. Everybody there is pretty much under a cheap ass contract, especially with Purdy and fucking Trey Lance. So
That's what helps them. That's
They-
what helps them, the quarterback,
Right.
because I think they do got some guys signed. It's just that's what helps them. The quarterback shit, dog, because quarterbacks are making $50-60 million now,
How
dog,
much
a
is Jimmy
year.
G making this year?
Huh? Who?
How much is Jimmy G? Does anybody know, like in the chat, how much is Jimmy G making?
Around 20 something towards the cap or something like that, but I think the actual number is like 30 or something like that.
See, that ain't too bad. It's fucking
Yeah, but it's like but the thing is with Purdy and Trey Lance are both still under
right.
rookie contracts.
So they
You know
can
what I
have
mean?
an optional player, right?
Mhm. So it's like that's what it allows them to be able to pay McCaffrey like that. You know what I mean? Be able to pay a Kittle like that. You know what I mean? Be able to pay like a Trent Williams like that. You know what I mean? On their team. That's why they're able to pay those top end other positions top end money, because they still have the quarterback in their rookie contract.
And it's pretty much it's just like bro, we
they
ain't got
picked
it.
real good.
We ain't got it. Like
They
that's
picked-
what, yeah.
They picked so well in the draft is that they give up. They haven't had a number 1 pick in fucking 2-3 years. When they used to have number 1, the number 1 pick or the top 3, the last fucking 10 years than we did. The
Mhm.
49ers did all these moves. Most of their money just spent on their defense.
Right.
Their big money is on their defense.
Right.
What's his name? John
And
Lynch
then you
got
got
there.
McCaffrey.
Mhm.
Because Debo's a running back. He don't get paid like a receiver. He tried to do that. He tried to do what Gronkowski was doing. I'm a receiver. Nah, bro, you're a tight end and shit. And then he gets paid with tight end money.
Yeah, but I mean, regardless
And he
of
was
the fact,
fighting. He was fighting his own team, bro. He was sued. The NFLP was fighting the New England. His own team was saying, "Nah, we're gonna pay you like a tight end, not a receiver."
I
So
got
Debo gets paid like a running back.
23 to 26. Yeah, that's what I think. I was thinking somewhere around there. Like I think because Jimmy G's number is not that high. Like compared to other quarterbacks, that's not that high.
exactly. That's what I was
The other
saying, bro.
guy's 40.
So that's where it's
Yeah.
like you got to understand. Like right now, we're kind of just bargaining with the guys that we got. Like Jimmy G can get the shit done, but like the star players, you know what I mean. We're gonna need Jacobs in order for Jimmy G to sign because everyone's saying hand off Jimmy. You don't got fucking Josh Jacobs to fucking get it to. You know what I mean? So Jacobs needs to kind of buy in. The only way I think this is gonna work, and I know it's gonna work because I called this shit. I knew that he was gonna get the franchise tag, and I knew that he would probably end up playing on it. That's what I really felt, bro. He was gonna end up playing on this shit, then he'll get the bag next year or whatever, whatnot. I didn't expect this turnaround the way it is right now, but you know what I'm saying? I mean, that's the best bet. No, I mean for him, like
I don't think it's bad on both their sides. I think we're making it bad amongst ourselves.
Yeah,
we're talking about it and making it bad. Oh, the Raiders, Ziegler and them suck because they haven't signed this guy when they know they got time.
Yeah, I think it's more that. I think even Josh Jacobs, he's like, I want to. You know, they played me in the Hall of Fame game last year. You know what I mean? Let me get my rest during this offseason. You know what I mean? Let me go when I'm ready, and then they'll negotiate July 15th. He didn't want to go through all that training camp and shit. So it's like let him work out on his own time. And I think when it all said and done, though, like I was saying the other day, bro, it's like these guys don't want to lose game checks. So if he leaves, I think we're gonna get compensated well enough to where it's gonna hurt us this year, but it's gonna be a benefit, in the years coming. But if he doesn't sign, by July 1st and he takes the free agent tag, bro, it's just like that's perfect for us because then we can still see what another year of if it was really a contract year or if he could duplicate that same thing this year. Then he really deserves that contract. You know what I mean? In this upcoming year when we have more money.
Exactly. Because all that the Amazon money kicking in, the YouTube, everything's like opening
and
up.
All the money off the books. And all the money off the books, like Little Tin finally off the damn books. Exactly. It's like all of the Kwiatkowski, all of those guys are finally off the books. You know what I mean? So it's like another 30 million, I think, just right there.
Right. So out of that 10 million, regardless of whatever, he's guaranteed 10 million.
Yeah,
guaranteed. You know what I mean? Right. So yeah, he's guaranteed 10 million. And what if he gets like a 3-year contract, which some people are projecting, what would be the guarantee split on that? Would it be like 2 to the 1, or what is it like?
It all depends.
20 million, is that what he's looking for? The big initial, or we still get that initial 10 mil?
What these guys are trend now is to find a way out.
So
that's
for example,
guaranteed
amount, say the guaranteed amount for the 3 years, right? So say he wants, let's say 14 million. All right. 14 million.
42.
So that'd be 42 million for 3 years, right? What would be the guarantee of the 42?
I would say at least you gotta go more than half of it. So I would say 28.
I bet you he wants 42 million. I bet you he wants 42 million guaranteed.
That's
all these guys want guaranteed money now.
Yeah, because but the one thing that I do see with Josh, though, he is smart. Like he's a smart business guy now because he knows about the tax states. He knows that he doesn't want to play in any of those states. He said it before. It's like I know he's smart with his money, but the guarantee is big now, especially with running backs. You know what I mean? Because like you said, it's like that's the only really real money that they're gonna have to that's the guaranteed money because like I said, that the wear and tear on them is big time. So it's and they can get cut at any second because there's just guys coming through in and out of organizations from at running back. So it's he needs to. I don't know, bro. It's gonna be crazy couple weeks right now because I think it's the what is the deadline? July 15th or something like
that. Yes.
That's crazy, though.
You can write up a contract in a day, bro. You can write a contract up in a day. It's probably just some knick-knack shit.
Yeah.
No, I just want to see if he's gonna really get. Are they really gonna sign him, or is he gonna take that? Is he gonna just play under the franchise?
So I think he would. I mean, the 10 mil is 10 mil, bro. At this point, I think he's gonna take it, bro. So it's just Zamir White and Amir Abdullah and Bolden. Bolden's too old. I don't think Bolden's gonna make it. To be honest with you,
I don't think so.
Yeah. Josh Jacobs is gonna be
should not make it. He should be gone.
Yeah.
He should have been
Exactly.
gone a long time.
Look, I'm just gonna call it, bro. Jacobs is gonna be a part of this fucking offense this year. That's it. Just you know what I mean? It's like there's not even because I mean, no matter what, even if we lowball him at 12, you know what I mean, and say get him at 40 and you know whatever, like give him like guaranteed $30 million. That's very rare that you're gonna give a running back $30 million, especially right now when we ain't got it. Because if I ain't got it, motherfucker. That's pretty much it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I just think if we're able to if he's able to like bet on himself again this year, dog, like and that's a tough thing to ask, you know what I mean? Because they are running backs, these guys could get hurt at any time. But if he could bet on himself, I think this year, dog, I think he's and he performs, I think he's in for a big contract with the Raiders just because of all that money that's going to be available.
More.
And
it's going to be more than what
exactly because the shit's going up, numbers just go up every year, and he's just like it's going to be beneficial for him, dog. It's just going to it's going to if he balls out and he bets on himself, which I think he's going to with this offense, I think he can perform just as good as he did last year. So I just think that would be beneficial for him and the Raiders, bro, both of them. So because they're able to give him more money, more years, because all the guys that we kind of have like that are like staples right now are either a rookie contract or like Max is already sold up. You know what I mean? Jimmy G's, you know, on a fucking friendly contract. You know what I mean? Other guys that are already locked in. So it's like Devontae is still locked in. You know what I mean? So it's like I think next year they could offer him what he wants, bro. I think that's especially if he performs.
Yeah. So man, like I'm fucking. I don't know, man. What do you got? I mean, there's really nothing else to talk about. Like, I mean, as far as Jacobs is concerned, you know, some real shit. Because I mean, we just gotta wait now.
Yeah,
he has to be part of the team, and I don't think he's going nowhere because he even changed his number, bro.
And he's always doing that type of shit too, like the not to change your number, dude, but like what Gravy was talking about earlier, like the shit with like he's trolling. You know what I mean? That's why he's like a troll. Like he'll unfollow the Raiders. You know what I mean? Or he'll hint at some, like he'll just like put up like a one-word tweet. He'll put up like a one-word tweet, dog, and he'll have everybody just like, oh shit, you know. He'll put some eyes in there, like, oh, like if he's looking at the organization or something, and he could be talking about something totally different. You know what I mean? It's just like, but he knows what he's doing though. He does know what he's doing for sure.
Yep.
Here's the number that what he wants, and he has it in his head. He knows what he's worth. And then if you want to just suck money out of a team that you say you love, you say you want to be with, then why break them? And then, you know, I understand his gripe. I understand Ziegler's and them too. You're not trying to put yourself in a position where you're paying a guy that's not going to be worth it later because they come and go. It's easy to say. It's hard to say, but they come and go, bro. One year after another. The good ones stick around.
Yeah.
The other ones go. The other ones bounce around. So.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it is, bro. So, but man, like, so as far as defense is concerned, man, we'll finish up. We'll talk a little bit about this defense. I know a lot of people were like, kind of like, bad on Divine Diablo and everything like that, but. Mari Burney is going to be a good addition, though.
Oh, I like that dude. I like that. Pause, but fucking that dude's. I think he's my sleeper draft pick, dog, for this year for sure. I think he's gonna ball out, dog. I think he's gonna show up. I think he's that type of linebacker that new age linebacker where you know they're more like they're converted safeties, but they've been playing linebacker for a while now. Like he's not getting converted right when he gets into the NFL. You know what I mean? He's already had time to adjust to the position in college. You know what I mean? And actually play, you know, meaningful snaps at that position. Not, you know, like not what they've been trying to do with like, you know, like Tanner Muse and, you know, like Divine Diablo still a question mark. He could still, you know, I think he could still show up this year, especially, you know, with the weight he put on, the muscle he put on. So hopefully he turns it around. But I just think he's that new age linebacker, dog. Mari Burney, he's fast. I think he's that type of, you know, coverage type of linebacker that we need. I think he's gonna be good for us, bro.
It's crazy the way they have the whole lineup right now on defense. Base 4-3, it's Max Crosby, Tillery, Nichols, Chandler Jones, Divine Diablo, which is Tyreek Wilson is behind Chandler Jones, which I don't get, but it's a 3-4. I mean 4-3. I apologize. And then Divine Diablo, Spillane, Masterson, Hobbs, Epps, Trayvon, and Duke Shelley. So,
I was hearing something about
So they have
being the
Norrig not starting.
Yeah,
yeah, they have more starting, yeah.
with Epps.
Oh, Norrig gets
Morrig
started.
with
Yeah.
I think even if he starts, though, I think Christopher Smith is gonna get a lot of fucking time, though. He's gonna get a lot. I think he's gonna be that one guy who he's a versatile type of safety where I think he's gonna be able to, like, you know, be able to come in with for either one.
Yeah, shit. I think Amik might be the odd guy out, man.
Amik?
Nah,
Yeah.
you need a meat. You need a meat. You get rid of them.
I don't want him to go, bro, but nah. Because look, this is who we got in the secondary too, right? So besides that, Faison, Jacorian Bennett. I like Jacorian Bennett a lot. You know what I mean? Webb. You got Jaquan Johnson too. He's pretty good. Yep. We got Christopher Smith. That motherfucker's good. Then Palomau.
Jaquan. Those are all safeties. I think Jaquan, Palomau, and what's his name? Christopher Smith. I think they're safeties.
Okay. Then the other cornerbacks would be Duke Shelley, David Long Jr., Meek Robinson, and Tyler Hall.
Yeah. And then Faison too. Yeah, Faison for
Faison,
sure.
Sam Webb,
Hobbs.
Bennett, and Faison. Yeah, Hobbs.
And Hobbs, yeah. And then there's still the talk about what's his name still. I mean, he's still supposedly looking at other teams to see what his market is. I don't think we like I said before, like I wouldn't mind having him, but it's just like I don't think we need him in Marcus Peters, but there's still talks about it. You know what I mean? There's still talks about it. So it's like, I mean, I wouldn't want it. I would rather have that money spent on something else. You know what I mean? If they could, or even wait, I mean, because there's always injuries during the season. So if they can, like, you know, hold off, there's going to be cuts, you know, late where they can probably, you know, add something to their team. So I would hold off on Marcus Peters, but, you know, that's just me.
Yeah.
We got Webb in there too. You got Teamer in there.
Oh yeah, Teamer's still out.
Mm-hmm.
My guy.
Team.
They get rid of Teamer. I'm gonna be pissed. I'm gonna boycott right in front of the facility. Give me a Teamer jersey.
Give you a Teamer jersey. Yeah. Hey, when we were talking, what was it, yesterday or the day before? About our front line, it's not too bad with Tillery and Nichols, man. And then Neil Farrell and Adam Butler. That's Byron Young, you know what I mean? John Jenkins.
That's balling.
They got Malik Willis too. They got the other guy too that they had.
Jordan Willis. Yeah, we got a lot of defense.
Jordan Willis, Malik Willis. That's the fucking quarterback from the Titans.
He's at left defensive end. You know what I mean? So they say if Willis was in, you know what I mean? Shit, I don't know. I don't know, man. It looks nice. It looks really, really good.
Athletic.
Mm-hmm.
Athletic, bulldozing type defensive tackles that not slow, fat, just take those dudes that have a pass rush that are known for that. Bilal Nichols is known for that.
But what's his name too? Neil Farrell too. Neil Farrell Jr. He's still there too. So and he's been talking big shit on Twitter, saying that, you know, he's gonna have a great season this year, a great sophomore season, and all this shit. So we'll see when Neil Farrell. Hopefully he comes out like that with that energy.
Hey, I gotta see this fucking show. Has anybody seen Righteous Gemstones?
No.
Okay, they said the Merrick Parr family is fucking Righteous Gemstones. I gotta watch this. Oh shit. So what's this bullshit article about how Adams might seek a trade? Nah, no.
Bro, they're just looking for content.
Shit, bro. Fuck that.
That's what it is, dog, because he's not said shit. And it's not like if he's shy about saying it. He said it, you know, the last 2 years in Green Bay. He said it the last 2 years in Green Bay, dog. So he's not shy about, you know, making his, you know, voice, you know, heard. So if he was, I think, and especially nowadays, bro, If you're unhappy in your situation, they're going to speak about it. So unless it's coming from his mouth, I like the articles don't mean shit to me, bro. Really, you know what I mean? Like it's just like this shit's unless it's coming from the horse's mouth, like they say, then
Yeah, pretty much that's what it is, bro. Me.
You know, if Adams don't want to be there, you know, these are the type guys saying, "Give us 2 number 1 picks."
Shit, I'll take a number 1 pick right now. Who has a number 1 pick next year?
no,
I'm sorry, but don't get it twisted.
That's what I'm saying about Peters, dog. Because if they take him, they have to give us 2 first-round picks. The team that offers him and gets him has to give us 2 first-round picks. That's why I think
For
Jacobs, bro.
Jacobs too. If he signs that tag, Flo,
I'm talking about Jacobs.
Tag, and if you trade him to somewhere, you get 2. The compensation for that tag is 2 number 1 picks. So
And who has 2 number 1 picks?
That's the thought. You know, do you want to? Do you really? This shows me that hey, if they're taking this long, and then if they're saying, well, just sign the tag, and maybe that's why he doesn't want to sign the tag. He wants to go long term because then you could just trade him for whatever then. But if he signs that tag, and he has to sign that tag to play. So if he signed that tag, and then you trade him, that team is going to have to give you 2 picks, a number 1 pick, or negotiable will be a number 1 pick. Kind of like Devontae. Devontae was 2 number 1 picks, but we gave him a first and second. And so Green Bay said, okay.
Nah, it's not happening. I see. Like, I mean,
But what I'm concerned with is the people underneath Jacobs that's gonna try to solidify our running game. There ain't nobody there.
Yeah, that's why I don't see Jacobs going anywhere because a team that gets him is gonna have to offer him first of all the number he wants in his head, and they're gonna have to offer the Raiders 2 first-round picks. What team's gonna do that for a running back?
That's a lot of collateral, bro.
That's a lot.
That is. Yeah. Yep.
You get a team that's building up right now, trying to get their team in the future, and you always start with the running game first, offensive line and running game.
That'd be even perfect for us because if it's a team like that, that means they got high first-round picks.
Mm-hmm.
What team would have that?
For like they're talking about. Supposedly Denver was looking at him. I know that was one of the teams that was supposedly thrown out there. I don't think the Raiders would trade him to there or like I don't know if they were. Well, either way, if they match it or something like that, if they offer him the contract and stuff like that, they were gonna have to give 2 first-round picks either way. So
right,
that's gonna help us out. So that's why I don't see Denver really going for that either. But what other teams are out there that need like a good running back? The Rams. I heard about the Rams, and they ain't shy about giving away draft picks. So that's the one team that I could see, maybe. But
they ain't got no more number 1 picks. They don't have no more number 1 picks for like 3 years, bro. The Rams are gonna suck for a couple years.
So it's like
I think Jacobs wants to go to that.
That's the only team that I would see be able to, but like they don't even have the picks to do it. They would have to fucking gather picks to even do it.
So maybe, maybe Tennessee. You can see Tennessee because they were waving around Henry. Henry's getting up there. He got foot injuries, but they're in a division where they bang so much. They bang more than the AFC West does. So those teams.
The South is different.
All those teams stop the run, but I don't want to talk about him leaving. But I hope.
Yeah, let's. I just don't really think it's feasible enough for him to leave. I just think it's like the best situation for him is here, no tax. He's gonna get the $10 million, and with the money that's coming up next year, the only thing I think is that the toughest thing is betting on himself this year, and it is football. But I mean, those guys that have recently have taken bets on themselves have really paid off. Like even Ezekiel Elliott in his contract year. You know what I mean? When he rushed for 1,800 yards, that's why he got that money from Jerry Jones. You know what I mean? So it's like I just think he would be doing himself a favor, dog, and the Raiders. So like I think it all like sorts itself out if he If he plays under the 10 million, which is not a small number.
Yeah.
I think Ezekiel is the type guy to hold out, though. You know what I mean? I think he is the type to say, "Well, I would just want to play."
Who's that?
But Ezekiel,
Oh,
he was his demeanor and all that.
yeah.
And he wanted a new contract on his rookie year.
Yeah.
And so Jerry goes, we don't have to start talking about it. Yeah. But now look, they're stuck with that money. They're stuck with that. They're stuck with all that shit. So that's their fault, dude. That's Jerry Jones' fault. He's the Al Davis of now, overpaying people now.
Yeah. Well, I don't think they're gonna do that anymore, man. That's where it's like the whole thing. It's like, and I just keep coming around to the point that it's like he changed his number. He's always trolling. You know what I mean? Where he comes from, he ain't one of these like prima donna motherfuckers. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, kind of like, but I understand that he needs to get his paper and shit. But it's like, I mean, if it makes sense, it makes sense. If he doesn't want to go nowhere, I mean, shit, still 10 million guaranteed. You know what I mean?
10 million.
And we ain't got like, bro, if I ain't got it, I ain't got it. We ain't going to the game. We ain't going to the game, bro. We're sitting at home watching it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that's where a lot of people are just like, nah, it has to be like that. But I don't think it's going to be. I think, like I said, I call the fucking franchise tag. I knew they were gonna throw that. I think he's gonna sign. I know he's gonna sign it, he's gonna sign it, or they're gonna have a contract ready for next year. And I think that the contract that they're gonna give him is gonna be backloaded because they can't give him the fucking. You know what I'm saying? They can't give him all the upfront right now. We can, and the only way we'll give him upfront is if we go into penalty, and I don't know how that shit works. Because if we're going to go in a penalty and pay
he's going to play on the tag. He's going to play on the tag.
He's going to play on the tag and then go forward. Yeah.
And next year he starts getting his goal.
Then he gets
a signing bonus.
Yeah.
You know, he can get a signing bonus.
You get the signing. There you go. There you go. There you go.
Do the tag.
Right when he
signs, give him $30 million. You can get him a $30 million signing bonus, is guaranteed, and pay him $10 million a year.
Hey, that's fucking smart, baby. I didn't even think about that shit. Check you out.
Miles Sanders signed for 4 years, $25 million, and he was a 1,000-yard rusher last year too. Though that's why like $10 million, bro. You better like with the way that that running back market is right now. Mm-hmm. It's, you know what I mean. It's I would go more on them paying me more next year. Because this year they're already strapped for money, so it's like they don't really have any money to give out. So it's like you're not gonna get what you're looking for this year, especially with the contracts that were handed out by the league, not just by even like us, recently by the league for running backs. So it's gonna be hard.
Leave that.
What's good, bro?
Leave Michael's on. Leave Michael's on.
Gravy still trust
Colton. Now, I do. It didn't end well with him.
We're gonna talk linemen on Thursday, bro, because it's 4th of July, man. We're already gonna be here for about an hour, bro. I just want to jump on real quick. But we'll be on Thursday too.
But he's asking the question right now. He's asking the question.
But we're gonna talk about it then. No, so go to answer
it. I trust him. Yeah, I do trust him. He's solidified All-Pro left tackle, but
salute, brother.
He's showing that he needs help. So when you tend to do that, and as a offense, this year will be a better year for him. My pick is that he'll have an All-Pro year this year.
Dang, until next time, All-Pro, let's go. No, I was fucking around.
This year, he's gonna be an All-Pro. He's borderline almost every year. So, or the years that he makes it. But he's a damn good left tackle. You just gotta watch him. And if you guys like the big guys like I do, I'm a back coach, bro. So I gotta be concerned who's there.
I think part of him though, part of his little bit of struggles that year, because he was still solid. I think he was one of the rated, I think, still top 10 in tackles in the league. So it's like,
I think he only gave up 2 sacks or something like that.
I think it's just because of his like compared to his other years. That's what they were comparing it to, that's why he did fall off a little bit, but also he was learning a new scheme under Carmen Brasillo. You know what I mean? So it's like
Mhm.
that's also going to take some time. So I do expect him to just be better this year. Just be that same Colton Miller as the year prior. I just think last year was more of a just he was still learning the schemes, learning all the assignments and all that shit, and especially with young guys playing right next to you too. You know what I mean? In Parham and guys that are coming in and out of the lineup, like in Bars and all of those guys. So that was also the continuity with him on that side too wasn't good. So I just think this year will be a lot better for him.
The main thing that always happens with the left tackle, if you have a good one, is the trust that you have with the guard on your right side. Can you guys communicate
Mm-hmm.
together and do it right? And then when that guard gets rotated, that you don't feel as comfortable. You kind of want to help the young guy more, and that takes you out of what you're supposed to do. And that's what I think what Colt Miller's little downfall last year was, because he was one that could take the power rusher, those type of guys. And then if you got Hayward like at Pittsburgh last year, dominating inside the guard and the centers, like Miller wanted to give this guard, and then that's why it ended up to be the loss that we got in that last play of the game where Hayward just bum rushed his ass because he tried to help the guard.
Yeah.
So that's why Miller got dominated, because he stepped inside where you're supposed to be outside. He's not even supposed to be worrying about. But if the other guy would have stepped outside a little bit, one step, he would have had a good pass. But
Yep.
he didn't do that, so that's his fault.
People were saying that Miller struggled a bit because we went from a zone scheme to a power scheme. That's good. But I mean, he still played well though under those circumstances. How many sacks did he give up? Like one?
I think it might have been two.
More than he usually does.
Yeah,
More than he usually does.
Shit, for real.
But
Yeah.
it was. I think it was the kid that he has with his guard.
Yeah.
I mean, that's important. Next to
Yeah,
footwork and technique, the communication between you and the guard is 1A and 1B.
Yeah, the whole offensive line actually did really, really well, bro. Like even Alex Bars, bro, like he played a good part too. And then even when James went down, Parham did his thing too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the thing was that I like those guys at guard. The only thing was like the continuity, like they would have them in and out. They would have them in and out, or Bars got hurt a couple games, and then they would have they would just keep subbing them in and out. So it's like Colton Miller has to, like every time it's just like, okay, I'm playing a different game. We're playing a different, so he needs to account for the guy that's next to him. You know what I mean? Because especially when he's like the leader of that line. You know what I mean? He's basically the leader of the line. Should be the center, but he's been there. He's I think the longest tenured Raider right now.
Yeah. He's one of the longest ones.
But then when you have a guy like James, that should be the leader of that bunch. He has his own things to do. Get to hike the ball, do this first, and then call it. But the thing is that if he doesn't trust that guard and Miller don't trust that guard, and this guy's going, you got a different guy going in every 3 plays. Your line's all a whack, and how could we say our offensive line? I hear it, dude. Our offensive line needs to get revamped. They suck, this and that. You had the number 1 rusher in the league, man. Those big boys up front did.
They had to do something.
They did. Jacobs didn't do it all by himself.
And
good
also,
after contact.
How many drop passes were there? How many guys running into each other? I mean, running the wrong play or like the wrong assignment. Exactly. All those those games are flipped or whatever. And I know it's that's just football. A game of inches. But it's like if those games are flipped, even half of those games, bro, it's like you're about to say like if we're ranked in the top 10 in the line. Like people would be like screaming about the line, like, damn, our line is like the best part of our offense. You know what I mean? But since our record reflected, it's just like, oh, you know what I mean? They want to kind of like, I think that kind of that argument was coming from like the the car supporters because they wanted to blame Carr's struggles on something.
I have Merrick Parr. You said Merrick Parr.
That's what I think. That's why a lot of people were pointing at the line because they were the line or McDaniel's play calling because it was one or the other. Like that was the thing to back up Carr's, his struggles, bro. Because it's basically straight out his struggles last year.
Yeah. But shit, as far as that's concerned, I mean Merrick Parr.
He's not as mobile. He's not as mobile as he used to be, or can't throw windows like he used to be.
Well, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I don't want to talk about this fuck no more, bro. And besides, we're out of here.
I'm not talking about him. I'm just saying the situation because I'm done talking about
it. The situation is fuck this guy.
No, I think that's why. No,
But I hear Gabe's right.
What I'm thinking is just,
I think Gabe's
absolutely because of the line. The line that they wanna that's why they want to say the line wasn't that good. I think that's the reason. That's what I'm trying to the point that it's just. I think that's what they're trying to point at that for. Because if it was another situation and we were ranked in the top 10 at any position, it's like okay, they're good at that position because there's 30 teams. And obviously, you're in the top third of the league.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's like it's just that's the. I think
especially
it's
if you had the top rusher in the league. Especially if you had the top rusher in the league.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah, exactly. It's not that bipolar, you know what I'm saying? But anyways, guys, we're gonna get out of here. Everybody, man, you guys have a good 4th of July. Be safe. Please enjoy yourselves drinking, whatever you're doing. Don't drink and drive, please. Be thankful be thankful what you do got and what you don't. Anybody who has
watch out for those kids. Watch out for the kids running around. Watch out, kids in the street. Watch out for them.
And don't be letting the kids fucking light the fireworks that are fucking dangerous and shit, dog. You know what I mean? Be careful with that shit. Or if you are, supervise them, dog. Like do it with them. Don't let them just be running around while you're drinking beer and shit. Just
Yeah, man. You guys. That's another good thing too. Like I haven't. I don't fuck with the fireworks. I don't like fire. I only smoke fire. No, I was playing. Yeah, man. Everybody be safe. We will
beard you got, bro.
Okay, we will be back on Thursday.
That beard you got for the fireworks.
The fireworks. Yeah, I know. I got my beard burnt off.
Bro, just if anybody's looking at why not to do that shit, just look at fucking go on YouTube and look at Ontario firework explosion, dog.
No, I'm not.
On YouTube, and that shit is crazy, bro. Like the way,
the one that went underneath the car, almost hit the baby up front.
No, people died. The whole house blew up.
Oh shit!
How?
Watch that shit. I'm telling you, like that shit is crazy, bro. That shit looks like some.
That's what happens. That's what happens when you light fireworks and you're
fuckers, don't have fireworks by explosives.
Ontario, California explosion. Now that shit wasn't even that far from my house. You could see the smoke from here when it happened like 2 years ago.
Yeah,
you could see it looked like a mushroom cloud. That's how big the cloud was, huh? It looked like an atomic bomb drop right there in Ontario and shit. I'm telling you,
was it like a house that just had a bunch of them in it, or
yeah, and they exploded. Like there's one perfect video of it. Like this lady's looking at it and they're filming it, and they get it right when it explodes, dog. That shit is crazy.
All right.
That was a meth house, bro. That was a meth house over here.
No, the fireworks are still exploding after. They're like, and they're still exploding, and like it's just crazy, bro.
All right. Well, you guys don't do that shit.
Mr. Hanford was making meth. He was making meth inside.
That's what it was, bro. That's exactly what it was.
Yeah, he covered it with that.
Get back.
All right, guys. All right, Thursday morning, 10 o'clock. We'll be live. All right. You guys have a good one. Peace.
See you, man.